All right, ladies and gents, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome, Alexandra. Welcome to the desert. Actually, I'm not really welcoming you because you've been here for a while.
So, my name is Alexandra. I'm from Craiova, Romania. Pure Romanian, even if I look a little bit Arabic. So, I'm working in Emirates for almost 2 years. In 3 months, I'll be 2 years already.
2 years in Emirates. That's great to hear. So usually people, they kind of identify you as looking Arabic, right?
Yes, all the time they're asking me like, where are you from? Like, you're Lebanese, you're Moroccan. I'm like, no, I'm Romanian, pure Romanian.
Pure Romanian indeed.
That's Romanian mafia today.
Exactly. And it's good to have you here. You know, I had quite a few guests, but not many Romanians. I had one Romanian, my friend, but I didn't really talk with many people in Emirates, so it's very humbling for me to be here with you now. You know, we can talk about life, we can talk about UAE and so on and so forth. But anyway, what brings you to the desert?
So I was thinking just of the idea that I want to travel in the world, but I was never thinking about becoming a cabin crew.
Okay.
Like my story starts a few years back before Corona started.
Of course.
Because Corona is everything. It's around us every day, all day. And I was waiting for my 21 years old to apply to Emirates. And I was 21 in October. And in November, I applied for Emirates. It was an open day in my city in Craiova. We were about like 70 girls, and we had like the real interview, like pure real interview with the recruiter. We had the teamwork, we have a reach test, we have the psychology test, English test, and the final interview, which was like around 1 hour and a half. And in that day, I had to be around 7 in the morning to be there. And one day before, I was like, no, I'm not gonna go, like it's Emirates. Because I was applying for Wizz Air 3 times before, and I was rejected by Wizz Air 3 times.
No way.
Yes.
Wizz Air rejected.
Yes, 3 times. 2 times in my city and 1 time in Bucharest. So imagine I was driving to Bucharest and I was just like 20 minutes and then come back home. And I have a friend, her name is Madalina. She's the same age as me, but we met on the first time when we applied for Wizz Air, when I was applying for the first time for Wizz Air.
So you became interview friends, basically.
Yes, interview friends. And she was telling me about Emirates. I was like, oh, wow, Emirates in the Middle East, like, it's a huge company, it's a huge opportunity. I'm like, okay, maybe when I will be 21, I will go. And I was 21, and one day before the interview, I said, like, I don't want to go. Because it was like around 7 in the morning, I have to be there.
Oh, okay.
And I had to wake up at 5, get ready, and then I was like, no, I'm not going to go. And I'm calling Madalina, and like, girl, I'm not going, you know, like, I don't want to go there. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, no, go. At least it's an experience for you. You will learn from it. What you lose if you try, you know. I'm like, okay. So I woke up. I get ready. It was a good day, you know, like I felt cute. And we started. We have the CV drop, which was back time. Sometimes they were asking you about the previous experience.
Yeah, generally, like you have the CV drop as you go for the open days, and then you have the follow-up of that, which is, okay, do you pass or not? What is happening now, kind of thing. But yeah, so how was the CV drop?
So my CV drop, I just gave it to the recruiter. She had a look at it. She was asking me about my last job that I had written on the CV. And then it was the next stage was teamwork part 1, and then we had teamwork part 2. Then reach test, which was you have to reach to 212 centimeters, 212 centimeters on the tiptoe. In case, you know, to close the head tracks, you need to be for that, like, really good. And then it was like a psychology test online, and then English test, like grammar. And then the final interview, it was online. My recruiter, she was from UK, and we had an online session. It was about 1 hour and a half. So I was preparing, like I prepared, I think, around 100 questions and answers for that.
So you really prepare for that one.
Yes. And imagine she didn't ask me one question.
No
What?
way.
I swear, wallah.
It's always like this, like those final interviews kind of situations, you expect so many things. Okay, what can they ask me? I'm prepared to respond anything, to put the company in a positive light and all of that stuff. And in the end, they just ask you about life, Hey, how's
Yeah.
life? Hey.
Yeah.
What did she ask you though?
She was asking me if I had a difficult time with a customer, because I was saying to her that I was working in a customer service, like a front desk in the hotel, like a receptionist.
Yeah.
And she asked me if I had a tough time with the customer one time. And I said, of course I had. And I explained it to her, like the whole answer. And then she was starting asking, like, okay, what was from that? What feedback did you get from this? And always, like, it was deep and deep and deep, like, on the same theme all the time. And I didn't expect that, because, usually you think they ask you about, tell me about yourself, if you work a team player or you like to work alone. And I was preparing and I was studying, like it was really good answers and everything. And I was studying so hard. But nothing. She asked me nothing about that.
Wow.
But it was great, because it was only me from 70 girls that got accepted in Emirates.
You're joking.
Yes.
It was an open day with 70 people.
Yes.
And from 70 people, you were the chosen one.
Yes, I was the chosen one.
And that's it. What is happening here? Like, that's crazy. I heard about those types of interviews in which like 1 or 2 people get accepted, but I didn't really meet somebody that was the only one from that whole interview that was accepted, and that's it. Nobody else got through that interview.
It was in January, and then in March I was working that time. It was only like night shifts, my previous job. And I was arriving at home around 4 or 5 in the morning. And at 10 in the morning, they called me for the golden call.
Yay.
I was so happy. But unfortunately, COVID came.
Of course. You said March, right? So
Yes,
March came,
March
COVID,
was already,
2020.
yes, it was already closed, everything, like the countries, the airports, everything. And it was a really tough year for me, that period of time, because first I was in university. I was for management university, for finances. And I canceled my university for coming to Emirates. Then Emirates couldn't get me to Dubai because of COVID. And then I lost my job because of COVID. The Romanian job that I had there. I was working in a company. And they closed down because of COVID. So it was a really, really tough period. I think for all of us, not only for me.
No, absolutely. I mean, here it was kind of the same in a way that, people were not flying, crew were not flying. We had only the basic salary. Even that was a bit cut off at a point. So it was a bit hard for people that were used to a certain kind of lifestyle to, let's say, downgrade to just sit in the home the whole day doing nothing. I started eating fast food. I became a bit chubby, just a little bit. Yeah, just a little bit. But anyway, this is off topic. But of course, if you, depending on a job, if you making some money and then you just lost all of that, I think it can be pretty harsh.
Yeah, it was a tough period, as I said. But then COVID passed, and things came back to normal finally. Mm-hmm. And they sent me an invitation in 2021 in October, and on 2021 November 19th, I was already in Dubai.
Amazing.
Yes.
So you basically came back to it.
Yes.
And they reached to you, and then you came back to the job, right?
Yes, but the thing is, it didn't matter that I was accepted first time before COVID.
It didn't.
I had to
go
do
through
it
the
again.
process. So basically, you succeeded
Twice.
2 interviews.
Yes.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, I had some question that you have to record yourself and send the answer to the company. Mm-hmm. It was something related to COVID as well. And the last step was an interview, but it was like 10-15 minutes with the recruiter. And she asked me customer service questions about it, and how I will feel to move to Dubai now, especially after COVID. And that's it.
Okay.
Yes.
So a bit of a different process, but the end goal is the same. You passed. Yes. Congratulations.
Yes, thank you.
You went through the trenches, as they say. And congratulations for that. But nevertheless, I have here 2 items that I wanted to ask you about.
Yes.
and you gifted this to me just now before the podcast.
Yes.
And thank you very much.
That's our A380, Emirates A380 with the new flag on it, the UAE flag.
Yay!
Yay! For sure, you don't have any Emirates aircraft, so this is gonna be your first one, right?
Indeed, I do not.
Okay, let's see.
That's absolutely amazing. I really thank you for this because
Most welcome.
I really enjoy having a plane models. I really enjoy this. Okay, let's just put them on.
Okay, here we go.
All right, perfect.
Here
So
it is.
assembled. Now I just skipped a few parts of the assembly line, but here it is, the aircraft. We have it here. I'll leave it here for the rest of the podcast, but there's another item as well.
Yes.
And, I never expected to get the gift in the first place, but now I got two. So it's really, I'm just being humbled right now. I don't know what to say. I react very weirdly when it comes to gifts. Thank you so much.
You're most welcome.
Thank you so much.
I hope you're gonna like it. And it's something that I think it suits you. So this is about my business. It's my small business. It's called Aroma Studio Dubai, which is a business about candles. But they're not only simple candles, like jar candles. It's about pillar candles, and I also do trinket trays. It's home decoration.
Look at this. This is crazy.
Look at this.
I will zoom in on this one. So basically, it's a candle in form of a muscly statue, bodybuilder, a kind of a Greek sculpture, the human anatomy right there. Thank you so much. That's crazy. That's amazing.
Welcome. And this is my logo. Like everything you see everything is so detailed because it says Dubai and here is Burj Al Arab and Burj Khalifa. Everything was designed by me.
That's amazing.
And the colors and everything. And here you can find my QR code for Instagram.
Okay, perfect. I will put your Instagram in the description down below. Thank you very much for the gift. That's absolutely amazing for the aircraft and for the candle as well. I like candles, by the way, and it smells nice in the house as well. Yes. All right. So then you came to Emirates, and you already you're the kind of person, as far as I can observe, that wants to do something more, wants to get more out of life. And I see you as being very ambitious, very motivated, and that's absolutely great. What drives you to be this way?
It's just this thing, like, I'm not afraid of unknown. Like, even one of the questions for Emirates was about if you are like afraid to come to Dubai and move to a different city. It's this fear of unknown that people are really scared of, because usually people are in their comfort zone all the time, and it's not the action that happens is bad, is how you prepare for it. Like, if you think, it's gonna be bad, or it's not gonna get you there, or it's not gonna be successful, that's the mindset that it's really bad for you to start with. And I wanted to create something, especially with these candles, something new, because all cabin crews, especially the girls, they like candles. Like when I moved to Dubai and I saw everybody has candles, like especially the one from the Bath and Body Works. Yeah, everybody has that. It's like a ritual in the living room or
True. You just light up a candle and it smells nice, and it's like zen.
Yeah, and then you are zen, you're meditating after a flight, with 500 passengers.
Your chi gets better all of a sudden, absolutely.
Yeah, and I was thinking to come with an idea that is different. Like my business, I have different molds. Which is like flowers, or I have baby Buddha, the Buddha. Yes, I have a baby one, or also the body shape of a woman I have as well.
Amazing.
But this one, it's better for you.
Absolutely. No, I'm a gym guy, I'm a gym goer, and definitely this is on par, with what I like. Yeah.
So, as a cabin crew, we have a lot of days off. We have a lot of free time, but usually, what happens when you come back on a flight, you just arrive home, you do your shower, and then you just stay in bed and you stay there, the whole day. So I was thinking, okay, let's do something with my free time, like something good for me and keep me busy in the same time. And I was thinking, okay, I should do candles. What you hate the most in life, you need it. Mm-hmm. And I was thinking what I hate. Like, if you hate gym, of course, it's a thing that you have to go to gym.
That's very well said.
Yes.
Can you say it again? What you hate?
So what you hate the most in life, you need it.
You need it.
That's really true. And like, for example, you want to go to the gym, you hate the gym, you have to go to the gym.
Yeah, I get it. That's
So
crazy.
I was thinking about what other things I hate, and it was candles. I hate candles.
So you hate candles,
Yes.
and then you decided to start a kind of a
Yes.
candle business. Kind
Yes,
of
I mean, it's not like a pure hate. It's not like I'm wasting energy and
Yeah.
I'm so frustrating about it,
Yeah.
you know. But it was something new, you know, something different. Like the girls will like it, especially.
Yes.
So, because honestly, I don't know, you know, as a Romanian, you know, we use the candles when there is no electricity in the house and you do homework on the candle.
Or we use them at church.
Yeah, at the church.
At
We are
the
really
church,
religious people.
Absolutely.
And okay, I was like, okay, I'm not gonna do in a jar. I'm gonna do something different.
Nice.
So I came up with this idea, but it took me few months to get everything all in place, but now everything's good.
Wow. So basically, you want to run away from candles, so you decided to start a candle business. That makes absolute sense, Alexandra.
Yes.
That's brilliant.
Yes.
Why I didn't think about this? I don't know what's happening. Anyway, congratulations for
Thank
that
you.
as well. Romania, transiting from Romania to Dubai. How is your life in Romania? How are your feelings towards Romania? Let's say.
Well, so as I said, I'm from Craiova, which is the southwest part of Romania. It's a big city and really nice city, and I love my Romanians and Romania. I'm a really like the country itself. It's so beautiful, and I really miss it. Like I miss it so much. Even the people, like we are very welcoming people. Like we know when someone's coming in your house, your mother is preparing the table and she's cooking for like 2 weeks and prepare everything just for your arrival. So the only thing I miss, like of course other things, but one of the most things is the nature. Like something that I miss in Dubai. Because in Romania we are so lucky, we are so blessed to have like 4 seasons. We have like spring, the summer, the autumn, the winter. We enjoy everything. We have the seaside, we have the mountains, we have the open fields, everything. So I'm missing the mountains, especially because every time I was going to Bucegi Mountains, and I was doing climbing and hiking every summer. And I was really like into the stories about our mountains, our ancestors, you know, everything about the history that happens in our land, you know. And when I moved to Dubai, only for 2-3 weeks, it was really hard for me. I still remember because it was about the language, not the English, because I knew English, but it was about the accent. You know, it was so hard sometimes to understand people because everybody is different. You know, different nationality, different accents. So when I came here, I was going on the supermarket just to buy some food. And I asked the guy from the cashier 3 times, how much is it? And I couldn't understand. And then I called my mom, like I was crying. I'm like, I want to come back home. I don't want to stay here, you know. But I adapt very fine after, and everything was good. And now it's like my home here for me. But honestly, this transiting between Romania and Dubai, it's really like not difficult, but it's totally different because it's about the religion, the culture, the weather, even the food is different from us. You know, like we are more like natural ways, and we have our own garden, you know, we have our own vegetable fruits, and everything is homemade. You know, we don't order from restaurant too much, or you know.
That's true. Probably in the last period of time, those things are a change even for Romanians, but mostly that's true.
Yes.
We try to cook as much as possible, and you know, it's like this kind of home feeling. You know, your mom will make food, you know, everybody will be on the table.
Yes.
And you know,
I miss this thing.
you have a shot of palinka before. I
Yeah,
don't know.
palinka.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
I think you say palinka, right? Even us with
Tsuika, you
palinka,
say
we say
tsuika.
tsuika. Yes.
That's for the viewers. That's basically a strong Romanian beverage.
Yes, it's
It's,
homemade, like
yeah.
fermented grapes.
Yeah.
And like, you know, my dad, you know what he did? He mixed like 4 or 5 different palinka,
That's a strong.
and
for
he
sure.
boiled it again. It's like 90%
Oh
alcohol.
my god.
Like
That's like pure alcohol.
yeah, we can make a fire from that.
Haram.
Haram.
Anyways, yeah, but that's, you know, it's part of the culture, I guess. And for me, I'm not much of a drinker, but yeah. Anyway, in Romania, it's a custom. Like many times before you have dinner, your father will be like, okay, I'll take a shot of suika now.
Like a digestive.
Digestive. They say it's good for digestion.
Yes. But overall, I miss my people. I miss my language. Even the way we do things. Like, we are really open-minded people, you know, like we are not that fancy, I think, as a people, as a nation. We are really good people.
So we don't necessarily need 5-star restaurants, right?
Yes. Okay. Yeah. Like it's not like we settle for less, but we can adapt, you know, like really, really good. And when I left Romania in 2021, that's a new thing about me. Like, very few people know about it. My first flight from my life was from Romania to Dubai.
No way.
Yes.
So wait.
Voila.
No.
My first flight, I was never on an aircraft or airplane, whatever. Never in my life.
So before becoming
a
cabin crew, you didn't fly at all.
Yes, I was always with the car, and I never had the chance to travel.
Okay.
And my first flight was from Bucharest to Dubai. When I was coming with Fly Dubai, you know, we have Fly Dubai from Bucharest. And I was so nervous. I was asking my friends, like, how is it? How is it with the turbulence? How I feel? If I will be sick or something. But everything was fine. And look at me. Now I'm doing ULRs, like flights to Australia and back.
Ultra long hauls.
And I'm pretty much fine.
But actually, you know, I look a bit shocked now, but actually it was similar to my case because I only had one flight.
But at least you had one.
Yeah,
you knew what to expect, you know?
Before, I think I went for vacation in Turkey or something, and we took a plane. That was my first plane ride before I joined Etihad. So I would say, you know, it can happen. I think there are many crew out there that the first flight was the flight of the joining the company.
Yes.
For sure, 100%.
Like, imagine from 3 times rejected by Wizz Air to Emirates, and my first flight and everything was so hectic, you know. Like, my life changed so fast and so drastic in the same time, you know. But I'm happy. I'm really proud the decision that I did, you know, to come here and do this job. I'm really enjoying. Sometimes can be tough, and the schedule is really hectic sometimes, but I'm doing pretty much fine. Like, there is no problem about it.
Happy to hear that, Alexandra, and that's important, especially if you want to sit for a couple more years in the company. You know, you never know. But you need to adapt yourself at all times. You need to, you know, try to have a good sleep schedule and so on and so forth. How are you with sleep, by the way?
Imagine even after 2 years, I'm still trying to manage, because sometimes it's about the schedule, you know, like sometimes we have 2 or 3 flights back to back, which is really hard to get rest. And sometimes we have too many days off, and I don't know, I'm doing something else. I'm going out, I came back late at home, and I cannot rest properly, you know. But even now, like, let's say I can go on a flight with minimum rest, and I'm still doing fine. I can finish my flight. I will go back to the hotel, because, you know, our layovers, I know, like, most of the people think our layovers is our vacation, but in the same time we're in duty, you know, so it's our duty place to rest. Yeah. Like, sometimes depends on the destination, you know. I can go out making some tours and then come back to hotel and sleep and get ready for the flight back to Dubai.
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, especially when we're new, I think it happens to you as well. You go in a nice destination, you go in a layover, I don't know, maybe Osaka or I don't know where.
I've never been to Osaka, imagine.
Okay, so it's on the list, right?
Yeah, inshallah soon.
That's it. It's just an alarm or something. Oh, okay. So you go to one of those destinations, and then, you know, you want to visit the place. So sometimes you have to sacrifice your sleep.
Yes.
And it's the way it is. And I sacrificed my sleep many times before, and probably you as well. And eventually you will go to that place again, and probably you will not go out as much time from the layover as possible. So you'll get a couple of sleep times. That's important as well. So you have to balance things out.
Yes.
Sometimes you travel, sometimes you enjoy, sometimes you try to go to bed early.
Yeah, sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe.
I know that meme. Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely true.
But I really love it. Like, the layovers like sometimes can be like tough or easy or nice, or the flights especially, like the galley talk, like everyone is complaining about it. And like people from outside the job, they see this job like it's something, even me, like before I saw it like this, is something really nice. You travel, you've seen, and it's true, you really have the chance to see and discover places and people and culture, everything. But it's a price to pay for it, like I get on the flight, I'm working, depends on the flight, and then I land, I'm already tired, I will go out to do the tour and come back, but people, they don't see this type of things, they only see the good part,
the walking the airport
yes,
mood kind of stuff,
the diva moving, on the aisle,
Instagram selfies,
and everything that comes with it. These things, like the price that you have to pay, it's a big sacrifice, because you are far from your family, you are far from your home country, you are far from your people that talk the same language as you, and sometimes this language barrier can be really difficult. I was reading something a few days ago, it was like like finding a partner or something. It was like if you like, it was something like, if you don't find your partner that can talk the same language, because otherwise you're gonna spend your whole life to find your soul, or I don't know, it was something weird. Translate
seek
your
their
soul.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's
I need my phone. It's something really deep, But the thing is, like, the language barrier is really a huge step,
I
between.
wouldn't say so much the language barrier, maybe the culture barrier as well.
Actually, for me...
Is it only the language?
Yeah, for me, the culture here, it wasn't such a big difference, because I'm Romanian, I'm pure Romanian, but I'm a Muslim.
Okay.
I know it's not common for Romanian to be a Muslim. Even for me, it was sometimes challenging, especially when I was a kid. My dad converted to Islam when I was around 3 or 4 years old. So I grew up in this religion, which is part of the culture in the same time. So it wasn't something unknown for me when I came here. Actually, it was really my environment.
That's nice. I think that's nice, actually. But with everything like Ramadan, the
yes,
praying,
everything. Yeah, my mom, she takes Ramadan, and
okay.
But the thing was, when I was a kid, I was like kind of bullied in the school because of that. And I didn't, we have religion classes as well in the school, and I was skipping that, and I was doing history, like an optional,
Yes.
or
yes.
Romanian or something like this. And, in the beginning as a kid, because you don't know, I really hated because I'm like this, and why I'm like this, because you don't understand, and usually kids are really mean. I don't know why or from where, but they're really mean and really affected me. So imagine after all these years, I came in a place where it's really good for me, like really good.
That's great to hear. No, I mean, my background, I'm Christian, but Islam is a really respectable religion, I think. And I think wherever you go in the world, you cannot really talk bad about Islam either, because it actually has people that care about it. And I think Muslim people really care about their religion, and even as a non-religious person, you have to really respect that. So I really respect Muslim people no matter what. But obviously, before coming here, I didn't know many things about Islam, or I moved here and then I heard the mosque next to me, starting
for me, it was really
to play the tune. So I was like, oh, what is this? It's like, okay, it's very interesting.
For me, it was common because I used to go to the mosque with my dad when I was a kid.
That's amazing. In Romania?
Yes, in my city, in Craiova. Because I was a kid, I could go with my dad. After I grew up, I couldn't. I have to go in a woman part mosque, I used to go with my dad every time when we had the chance. And when I moved here, when you move to a different country, and the thing is, you have to respect their culture, because
Absolutely.
It's your choice that you are coming here, you are on their land, and you have to respect their culture, their religion. You cannot do things that they can be bothered, by by some actions or.
I would say common decency.
Yes, common
first of all.
decency.
I think it's something that's a bit lost in Western Europe, to be honest with you. Common decency, it's something that it's just going. It's like it's going downhill nowadays, unfortunately, and I think with that, also the lack of family values and so on and so forth. And I think Islam brings that, and I think it's very positive, especially for families, for kids, for future generations. So.
Imagine like with the faith and everything, like I'm Muslim, but I grew up in a Eastern European way, like Romanian way,
absolutely.
I try to keep common areas and everything, But when I moved here, everything was easy. Nothing was like uncommon for me. Everything was smooth. And when you come to Dubai, and the thing, like everybody thinks that Dubai is a country.
I know, it's so annoying.
Like if you say, I'm from the UAE, who? What? What is that?
Oh, Dubai.
Dubai.
Yeah.
So just to be clear, it's United Arab Emirates, UAE.
The
country. And Abu Dhabi, where it's Etihad based, is the capital, and Dubai is another Emirati, it's a part of the Emirates of the UAE.
Exactly. No, if I say Abu Dhabi, it's like, where? I have to say Dubai or next to Dubai.
Oh, Dubai. So I moved here. Honestly, I was pretty it was a really nice view when I came here, because when you see all this nationality all together, imagine we're like from all parts of the world, all religions, all cultures, everything. And we still can live together here in peace. Like that's amazing for me. Like imagine sometimes there are same nations and they fight between each other.
Absolutely.
But here I don't know how we do it.
For some reason it just works, and I don't know how and why, but it's one of the few places in the world that this actually works, this multinationalism, all people from different backgrounds, 200 nationalities, whatever, living together under the same roof, and it works. It's one of the only places on planet Earth that it works. So props to the UAE for that, definitely. That's to be appreciated. And of course, I think the rulers, they try to make things best as possible for the expats, and I think you can really feel that. I hope it'll be the same in the future as well. I hope this will continue and even improve, but only time can tell.
Yes, they really did a really great job, like the rulers of Dubai and all other Emiratis as well.
Yeah, the crime rates are down, you don't really have crime, nothing bad really happens.
Yes,
so
nothing happens on the scene. Like as a girl, I can say I can go out like in the night wearing my accessories like gold or my phone in my hands, and I can walk, nothing will happen,
Exactly.
In Romania, depends on the areas, you're from. But here, like when I arrived, what was the first thing? I never, it was like 1 year, I didn't see any Emirati, like local people in Dubai. I was like, where are these people?
You serious?
Yes. Like in Dubai, you don't see.
You mean Kanduras and Abayas?
Yes, but like Emiratis, like locals from Dubai, like people from Dubai. I don't know. I was like, where are these people, But then I met a few of them, and I can say they're really nice people, really polite, really high educational, I can say like they're really welcoming as well. I think like the Arab culture and Romanian culture are really similar. I can see. Like I've seen some things were pretty much the same.
From some points of view, and I think that there's still a bit of, conservative values, let's say, in both cultures, like Romania and UAE, and that kind of, brings people together from certain points of view. So that's great. Definitely agree with that one. All right, so Dubai, have you visited the whole place? Let's say you've been for how much time? 2 years, correct?
Yes, so almost 2 years.
Almost 2 years in Dubai.
Well, I can say that I visit like most of the important points in Dubai, like the touristic places. I've seen everything. I'm waiting for the winter now because I want to go to Hatta to do some hiking there, and there's like a lake you can swim and do horse riding. I really wish to go, but now it's too hot. I cannot.
Obviously now it's summer, so we're just being outside today and it's 45 degrees. It's just a bit crazy. I don't know, those days of August, we're in
Yes.
August, right? They're just absolutely insane with the weather. So looking forward to cooling down a little bit. But yeah, Hatta, I heard about the place. I said to myself, Alex, just drive there. Just go there to that part of UAE and discover the place. But I haven't really been.
Me too. Imagine,
yet.
and I live in Dubai. You know,
Yeah.
it's like I think it's like 1 hour from Dubai.
Yeah,
I
it's
think
pretty
like,
close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Mhm.
But it's on my bucket list on the winter. I'm waiting for the season to chill,
Fair enough.
and then I will go. But most of the places, like, you know, like because of the weather, you cannot do activities outdoor. Everything
Correct.
is indoor, or you have to wait for the winter season. And honestly, which is great because they adapted so really well here in Dubai. Like, you can go skiing in the Mall of Emirates.
That's
you can
true.
see penguins there.
That's
It's
true.
a lot of water parks. You can go having fun at the water park, which is good now to go, honestly. And pretty much that's it.
Yeah, the thing is with Dubai is those 6 months of heat, 5 or 6 months, I'm not sure, but something like that. It's not easy, especially if you are an outgoing person, because most of the things you can do, they're inside. Yeah. Even, okay, you want to go to the pool, you want to go to the beach, you cannot sit for long because you don't feel it really well. You sit 2 hours, you're like baked.
Yeah, it's like, honestly, first 10 minutes, you're already baked.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But looking forward to the winter time.
Yes, me too.
Winter is coming.
Winter is coming. Yeah. Well, for me, Dubai, honestly, I was traveling the whole world. Like, with this job gave me the chance to see all places and around all the corners, you know, in the world. But like Dubai, there's nothing. Like, Dubai, for me, is the best place that I really want to live and stay and continue with my life here, because first, it's safety. I know everybody talks about Dubai safe and everything, but it's really
cliche
true.
at the point,
It's a really cliche, and everybody's like tired of it, because I've seen some reviews on Instagram. But actually, this is, for me at least, like, I can go to the mall, I leave my phone to charge like somewhere in the lobby, and will still be there when I'm coming back. I arrived in November, and in December was the Christmas market, you know, and I was in Madinat, in Souk Madinat in Jumeirah. And I left my phone on the table for like 30-40 minutes just to go and order some food. And imagine, it was people from everywhere, not only from like residents from Dubai, like even tourists. And my phone was still there.
Nice.
Yeah, when I saw this, I was like, no way. Even now when I'm going on my flights, like I can let my door open, the house, or even the car, everything is fine. Like, even if I lose something in Dubai, I will not worry about it, you know? Like, in few hours we'll be back.
It's true. At my previous accommodation, I always used to leave my door open. I mean, I never used to lock my door, but in this accommodation, the door locks automatically. So I have to carry my key with me regardless. But otherwise, yeah, you don't lock your door. Like, I never used to lock my door, and I don't lock my car many times. Now, if I go to the petrol station, I go to grab some food inside the Adnok, whatever. Yeah. I will just leave my car open with the AC on, so it's cool by the time I come back. I don't close my car. Nobody cares.
Yeah, nobody cares.
Nobody cares here. Like,
everyone is minding their own business.
Exactly.
Like, they are not even curious about it.
Exactly. Which is, you know, I think sounds very idealistic, and I think if you're coming from a different country, you live here for a while, you go back to your country, you can pick up some bad habits about this, because other countries are not like this.
Honestly,
you
know? when you say it like this, you are completely true, because sometimes I'm going in some destination with my flights, or even back to Romania, and my bag, like my handbag, it's open, and I'm like this. I'm on the breakfast on the hotel or something, and I let my phone on the table and going to search for my food, you know.
Yes.
And it's not good, because not everywhere you can do this, you know.
Yeah. True.
It's a really bad habit, but I'm trying to be as much as
here is okay. Here is okay. That's the thing. Yeah, that's the bottom line. But how about destinations? You said you still have some on the bucket list.
Yes.
Okay. What's your favorite destination so far, first of all?
Okay.
Which one is it?
My favorite one is Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro.
Really?
Yeah, I was there. I was on the first flight after COVID when they opened. I was the lucky one to have 4 days layover.
I heard about this. Even Etihad crew, they heard about this layover in Emirates. Yeah.
I was one of the crew.
Nice.
On 1st of November. it was the flight. So
Amazing.
I did the helicopter tour. I saw the whole Rio from above. I saw the favela. You know, the people are so nice there. Like Brazilians are so kind and nice. You know, only I think, I don't know, so something like it's a shame, you know, what's happening there with the corruption and everything, and you don't feel safe on the street.
Yeah.
But overall, like people are so nice, nice. The food is nice. Like, you know, when you go to Copacabana, oh my God, it's amazing.
I heard.
And another one, like I have like 3 destinations that I really love. The other one is Seychelles. You know, everybody's with Maldives. You know, like guys, can you stop with Maldives, please? But Seychelles is the best one. Like, I don't know. I think Maldives is really like marketing, you know? Like everybody talks about Maldives.
So the debate is getting settled right now, right here.
Yeah, Seychelles is the best island. It's better than Bali, than Maldives, and than Mauritius.
No, you didn't.
I swear. I did it.
All right, Seychelles, I can relate to that. I love Seychelles. I'm not sure where would I place it on the list of exotic destinations. I'm really not sure. But I also rented the car there. I explored a bit. I went to those beautiful, you know, sunset beaches. Absolutely amazing. So I can definitely relate to that.
Yes. And my third one is Moscow in Russia.
Moscow, okay.
Yeah, because I'm a huge fan of the action movies, and I always watching like spies,
sequences in Moscow,
and everything was about Kremlin and that church, like San Vasil, like or Sfântul Vasile, you know, in Romania.
Yeah.
And it was my dream to see that church. When I saw it, I was like, wow, it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful in real life. The colors, the architecture, everything is so beautiful. And even Moscow, like the Red Square is really nice place to go and visit or do shopping or eat, you know, like the borscht and everything.
I love the borscht. The best soup I had the previous 5 years maybe, or maybe more. It's a borscht that I had in Moscow on a terrace. Yes. So I can, again, relate to that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's a good list. That's a good list.
Yes.
So what do you want to see in the next period of time? What would be one of the destinations that you desire?
I really wish to see Japan. Like we have, I think 2 destinations or 3. We have Narita, Osaka, and I think Tokyo. But
Tokyo and Narita, they're the same basically. I mean, it's a different
airport. Yeah. Different station. But I really want to see Japan. I heard it's really nice there.
It is.
I never seen.
I've been to Tokyo and I've been to Nagoya, which is a different city, and both of them absolutely amazing. You know, the food culture, everything, the visiting the place, you know, the tradition of it, the busy Shibuya station at workplace. You know, there's some things that are pretty cool to see, I believe. And I like Japan for a few reasons. Everything is in order. Like they have a way of doing things, and people are so polite and nice. And you know, it's just like the perfect human beings are in Japan for some reason. It's very interesting. I think it's a different level there, like culture and discipline, especially. Discipline,
Yes. I heard, I don't know, I read on Google, but I don't know if it's true. Like they don't have trash boxes on the street because it says like the trash is like really personal and you shouldn't do it on the street.
I think there are, but not displayed somehow. But I know what you mean. Definitely, that sounds like a Japanese thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. The thing about Japan is like they really care about what their neighbor perceives them, or they really care about making their neighbors feel comfortable. So if you're in a train, they will not have the speakers on loud. They'll not have the headphones on loud, like just not to disturb other people. If somebody's having a cold, they will always wear a mask just to consider out of consideration for other
really
people, you know.
People.
So those kind of attitudes, you know, it kind of makes the perfect society and stuff like that. But the only thing, and I heard one of the issues that Japan faces nowadays is the population decline. But that's also available in Romania as well. So we also have it in Eastern Europe, also other parts of Asia. I think when a country reaches its peak kind of thing, you know, we start considering other things apart from family, and you know, so then It's just different.
Yeah.
But I hope you really get to see Tokyo and Osaka. Definitely.
Yes, and Narita as well. The station is really nice. I heard
The
from the
station
crew.
is really nice as well. Yeah, true.
And the other one will be like Korea.
Korea.
Seoul.
You haven't been to Seoul? Okay.
Never.
You will really enjoy it. By the way, all the girls, they want to go there for the makeup and skin
and the makeup,
products.
And the dresses, you know, the culture,
Oh,
I don't know, traditional dresses like this, like a princess. I really want.
Yeah, I saw those.
I want to make a picture for my Instagram.
The cabin crew, they're going wild in layovers for this kind of stuff.
Yes.
Definitely, yeah. All right, what's an underrated destination that you didn't think much about, but you really enjoyed? I know it's a weird question, but what do you think?
Underrated.
Underrated.
I don't know. I think Manila.
Manila.
Yes.
Okay. Philippines.
Philippines.
Yeah.
You know, I never think about Philippines when I was back in Romania, like in Europe. You know, we only know Europe, like Spain or Italy,
true,
you know, or
true.
Greece. Or Romanians go to Greece or Bulgaria.
Greece time,
Yes.
Romanians. Let's go.
But I was in Manila a few times. My first flight was 2 days layover. Again, I was so lucky. Honestly, I was so lucky in this company. I cannot complain about my roster. And
48 hours.
yes.
Nice.
And the people are so nice. The flight, it's amazing. Amazing. It's one of the best flights. Like you can compare with the Japan flight or Singapore flight, you know. They are really nice people. You can go and like the nature there, it's outstanding. It's outstanding. I was like three hours away from Manila with some local people from there. They were doing
Was it
tours.
like Tal volcano or something?
No. I know that everybody goes there. Everybody goes there, but not me. Me, I don't like to go to do what other people do.
Oh, fair enough.
Like I want to be different, you know. Even in Dubai, it's the same thing with me. Like I don't want to go in all places that people go. And it's called Cavinti Falls. It's a waterfall with a cave. It's called the Devil Cave, and you can swim there. It's so nice, so nice. And the food, like after the tour, they prepare some local food, like traditional food for us. And you know, like in the beginning, I was like, I don't want to touch this because no, it looks weird, you know, when you compare. But it was so good. So good, everything. The people, the food, the places, everything.
So basically, you're the type of person that wants to seek a new adventure in a new place. And if a place is too touristical, you rather see the outskirts of that. You rather see something more in depth. Yeah,
I'm aiming to the nature part, like natural part, because, you know, like we fly in the, like, you know, on almost all capitals in the world, so the capital is really crowded, you know. It's like true. It's a lot of population there.
It's a city, yeah.
It's a city, you know, and I don't like crowded places. Like the traffic, everything, for me, it's like tiring. I'm already tired after my flights. I don't want to do the same.
You're a proper Romanian. I like that.
Proper Romanian.
That's great. That's awesome.
So I'm searching for like safari tours, nature, waterfalls. We have some tours in Cebu. You can go and swim with the whales, imagine. Or we go to Johannesburg. We have a safari with lions. You can walk next to the lion and touch them. It's really nice. Yeah.
As long as they don't bite you.
Yes.
Inshallah. That's really cool, by the way.
And I really love animals. Like I was in Bali one time and I had like a, 50-kilo python snake on me.
You had one of those. Yeah, they put it on you.
And I love them. I'm not afraid of animals. I love all of them. Like I'm really curious to touch them and see them, you know. So I'm trying to go to that, not like, because all cities are the same. Honestly, after traveling so much, all cities are the same bars, same restaurants, same like fast food thing, you know. Only few places now they have traditional things.
The corporations are taking over.
The matrix.
Definitely, yeah. I can understand that. Yeah. That's true actually. Corporations are taking it. Traditionalism is dying.
It's dying,
kind of, yeah.
Honestly, the thing that I really love about Romanians, that we still keep it, you know.
We still have some of that tradition.
Yeah, the tradition, especially with the food, you know.
Yes.
at least our parents' generation, they
We
still
still
keep it.
have the Momoliga.
Mamaliga,
We still have the
mici,
ciorba de burtă.
ciorba de burtă,
We still have all of those things.
zakuska.
Salata de beef.
Ugh.
We are speaking a foreign language right now.
Yes.
Just so that you know.
But the legends, the true legends, they know.
Even some people, coming visitors from outside, they try the Romanian cuisine. It's like, oh wow, this is really surprising.
Yes.
This is really good. Yeah. My mom, she cooks great food. My grandma,
She's
of
a top
course, top chef. Like I'm not even joking. Excellent dishes. My grandma, she's now 87. She's still cooking. Yeah.
Mashallah.
So yeah. She's doing very well for her age, actually. A bit of memory loss here and there, but she's doing fine.
Mashallah.
Yeah. But you see, I think you can also live a long, happy life when you're exposed to family, friends, and good food, good routine. And one of the things that's a bit problematic with the job of cabin crew is, of course, having this schedule in which sometimes you cannot sleep. You have to sleep during the day because you have a night shift and all of this stuff. So I cannot stress this enough for my viewers and for anybody watching. It's very important to try to sleep as well as possible. Keep a good diet as much as possible. Not order fast food at 3 a.m. all the time, right? Why do you think your grandparents lived a long life? Well, it's one of the reasons. They didn't consume that fast food at 3 a.m. Of course, now I don't want to scold the viewers, but it's a truth. It's one of the truths. And I think it's really important. Even me, sometimes, I break my own words, but I try not to.
We are humans after all.
We are humans after all. Yeah.
What to do? We have this saying in Emirates: "What to do?"
What to do?
Or use your resources.
Use your resources. Of course, we have the same thing in Etihad. Yeah, you have to use your resources. That means the plane has finite resources on board. Sometimes if somebody wants something, or if you need if you need something, you don't have it. Well, then you have to use what you have. Yes. You have to use your resources.
You remember I was on a flight a few flights ago.
Yeah.
And the cart has 39 trays, and they already finished with clearance. And one girl, she's like, where can I put this? Like, it's full. I'm like, well, make space.
Make space.
Make space. I was really tough. Make space. Wow.
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
When there's a will, there's a way. Yeah, absolutely. On a final note, I'd like to hear a bit about the training in Emirates, because I don't have too much information. Was it tough? Because many people, asking online, oh, the Emirates training for cabin crew is so tough, and so on and so forth. What do you think about it?
Well, it's really, it's really intense.
It's intense, yeah.
It's really intense. It's 8 weeks training, but really intense one. First, you start with the SAP, which is when you get the license for the Airbus 380 and 777, Boeing 777. So it's 2 weeks, like really intense. You have to learn, like our book manual is like this. And I don't know, when I joined, I think I learned like around 5,000 words in English about aviation, because I didn't know all the words.
You were not familiar with the aviation terms.
I never flew with the aircraft.
Imagine,
I didn't even know what's a galley or lavatory.
Fair enough.
And I still remember, I started with 777. It was like 1 week and a half, and then I had only 2 days for A380 to learn the whole aircraft with everything, emergency equipment, procedures for evacuation, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But after, like, you have your trainers with you all the time. They always guide you, they always support you. If you don't understand, you ask. Like, there is no stupid question in aviation. Like, if you really want to know and go deep and like understand it, you just have to ask. That's it. Nobody will hide it from you. There is no secret. You just you have to do it after all, because without the exam, you go back home. And then after SAP, we have GMT, which is the first aid. We have to, like, we are learning how to deliver a baby on board when someone is vomiting, or when someone's have like some strikes, we are really prepared.
Fainting, heart attack. Yeah.
And then we have security, which is really important in aviation, especially in case of anything like hijacking or I don't know, like people implanting something on board, like
Bomb
knives,
threats,
bombs,
everything.
you know.
Yes.
And then we have service, which is the customer service. You have to know how to serve people and have this discipline.
Absolutely.
But overall, it's really fast, and you are busy. Like you cannot go out visiting Burj Khalifa when you have your training on because you don't have time. You know, you have to stay focused and you have to study because you have to keep up with everybody in the same time. Because if you are back, you'll stay. You know, you'll stay there behind. So for me, was challenging, I can say, and the pressure on me, it was because my batchmates, most of them, they were ex-crew from Etihad, Qatar, you know, Wizz Air, and they knew about it. Imagine, for me, everything was new. And I also had another batchmate. She's half Romanian, half Lebanese.
Wow.
Yeah, she's amazing, imagine. Yeah, and only us, we are like new ones, you know. And was really fun, you know, like we did a lot of silly things, especially when we have the evacuation of one of the aircraft, you know, we have a saying like open seat beds, leave everything this way, you know.
Yes, that's correct. And we have the same procedure, I think.
And I have to shout, like you have to shout. If you don't shout, you cannot pass, you know.
Yes.
Like you open the door, open seat beds, leave everything this way, jump and slide, hold the slide.
Yes.
And instead to say jump and slide, I said slide and jump.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, slide and then jump and break your head down there, you know. And my trainer was like, what are you saying, Alexandra? And then it was like, Habibi, your brain is hummus Beiruti. And I was like, okay, I'm sorry. I was so nervous because you have to remember by heart the words, you know?
That's true. Same in Etihad. You have to shout them and you have to remember them the way they are in the book, basically. And you have to, you know, follow the procedure.
There is no way out, you know? You have to go like this, go with the flow, you know?
Yeah.
But it was really fun. Honestly, I miss it.
Sounds like you had a good batch and good batchmates.
Yes, they were really nice. We had like funny stuff. After we finished college, we have for me it was like this, and now I think they changed it. After we finished the training college, we have the cultural day. We went out to discover Dubai, the culture, the religion. Yeah, we had this. Okay, it was really nice.
That sounds good.
Yeah, we've been to Old Dubai. Okay. In the old city.
This is like with the batch?
Yes, all of us.
But is it like part of the day of training? Or?
Yeah, it's part of the training. We are really like, we are really trained in the college when it comes to everything about the security, about the safety, procedures, aircraft, everything. But in the same time, we had to be aware of the culture, the way you dress, the way you talk. You have to respect when it's Ramadan. Also, we had I really liked it because, you know, in Romania, we don't have this type of things like cosmopolitan classes. I was learning about everybody, you know, like some cultures, like don't do like this in front of someone because it means you're insulting. Or for Arabs, you know, like even us, you know, when we are in Romania and we're out for the waitress to come, like we do like this.
Yes,
and
correct.
For them, it's like for dogs, you know.
Yes,
and it's really like it's an
not
insult.
Nice.
You know, it's not nice. So I was learning. I was like, wow, I didn't know about these things.
I think it's a bit old-fashioned. Like sometimes in the past they were doing this kind of stuff, but not anymore. At least the people that respect themselves.
We're like, excuse me.
Yeah. Sorry. Yeah. True.
And we had a lot of like teamwork exercises and everything to, you know, embrace the culture and multicultural in the same time. Like because we are working on every destination, you know, when we go everywhere, we have to be aware of some things. Training is really packed, you know, like they have a really well scheduled program for all of us to learn from A to Z. Yeah,
regarding the culture thing, it always amazes me when people, they choose to go, let's say, in a vacation to a specific destination, but they don't really do any type of homework towards, okay, what kind of people are living there, what's their culture, can I go undressed and drink on the side of the road, just like just like an idiot. Can I really do that or not?
Or not.
And
yeah.
it's one of those things. You have to do your research. You have to understand that where you are going, it might be different from your home country. And I see sometimes stories online of people getting in trouble because they didn't adhere to a certain way that people in this place live. So it's always amazed me, like, just do your homework and that's it. It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal. It's just like a click away, from
and
Google.
Usually it's common sense.
It's
to be
common
honest.
sense. Like you cannot expect like it's Ramadan and you are in shorts and drinking a beer on the beach.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is not good. You have to respect people culture, and because after all you chose to be here.
How about your days off? Do you enjoy them? What do you usually do on a day off?
So before, honestly, it was a little bit challenging because my friends are flying and the schedule is so hectic between me and them. Cabin crew life.
Hey.
And when I'm flying, she's off, or when I'm off, she's flying, and it's so hard. So I was trying to manage in a way, like before I started like to watch some videos or movies or reading something, Of course, when it's free time and we manage to go all out together, we just go like restaurant, there's nothing much to do, because of the heat. Usually, this is the thing.
Yeah.
But now I'm really busy with my business, with my candles. So when I'm off, I'm always creating candles and trinket trays. It's like home decoration tray. Like you can put the candle on, or perfumes, or accessories, depends. It's made of jasmonite, also created by me.
Such an ambitious girl.
Yes.
Such an ambitious girl. Amazing.
And as well, I created my own web page about how to become a cabin crew. It's called aviotic.ro, because I have a lot of requests on Instagram, but I cannot reply to everybody.
Trust me,
it's a long talk,
No, but I have
no.
so many DMs as well, and I many times I rather answer my comments in the YouTube section, and even though sometimes I don't really get to all of them, I cannot really answer all of them, but many times I do. So you might better ask me questions in the comment section down below rather than in the DMs on Instagram, because it's really hard to reach those, to be honest with you. But I can relate to that. Definitely.
So
I know how it is.
I want to create something that has everything all in place.
Yeah.
Like right now, I have like two courses. One is private coaching with me, when you can book like 1 or 2 hours with me. Like you can ask me anything. It's like a free talk. And the other one is my main course, that everything it's written there, how to apply, what you need to do, everything.
That's great. Well, thank you very much for all the info. And I would like to thank you again for the gifts. I finally have an Emirates A380 plane. I have 787s, a couple of them, but I don't have a 380, so I'm really happy now. Thank you so much, Alexandra, for the gift, and thank you for being here, being part of this podcast. You're a really good speaker, by the way, so I really appreciate that. Is it your first podcast?
Yes, it's my first podcast. I'm so nervous, honestly.
Guys, just write in the comment section down below, what do you think of the podcasting skills of Alexandra? Please let me know. But I'm just letting you know I really enjoyed this podcast and this discussion with you. Any final, let's say, advice for people wanting this job in aviation, cabin crew, maybe even pilots, so on and so forth, people wanting to move to UAE? Any advices?
Well, my advice is, first, you have to trust yourself, and you just have to go with the flow. And my only motto, I don't know if it's a good one, is just like fake it until you make it.
Fake it until you make it. It might just work.
It's
it might
working,
just
trust
work.
me.
All right. Fake it until you make it.
Just go for it.
Just go for it.
Yes.
Just go for it. Sometimes many people, they think about it for too long, but they don't do the step, right?
Yeah, just try. You have nothing to lose. I know sometimes it's really hard for you to move on because you are rejected, or like something went wrong during your interview, or when you apply for it. You know, maybe they will not invite you or something, but just try. It's your experience. You will learn from it. Like, look at me. I was 3 times rejected by Wizz Air, and
Correct.
Emirates got me from the first time, and I was one of 70 people. You know, and I really need to thank my friend Madalina, because of her I'm here. Like, due to her I'm here. Without her I will never be here. And the thing with Dubai for me was, I didn't have the chance to travel abroad when I was in Romania. I had
Yeah.
a really good job and money, but I don't know, there was no time, like my friends or family, you know. So I have friends that they're coming to Dubai like in holiday, and I was seeing the pictures, you know, from Dubai. I was like, God, please, 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 at least 2 days, 2 days I want to see. And now look at me, I live in Dubai and this is my home. Like, this is, even now I'm standing on the aircraft and I'm looking to the airport and the aircraft, and I cannot believe I'm doing this.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
That's a great final thought. Thank you very much, Alexandra. Great to have you here.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoy it.
All right, guys, subscribe, like, all of that good stuff. And see you on the next one.
Yeah.